What we need to do is always lean into the future. When the world changes around you and when it changes against you, what used to be a tailwind is now a headwind. You have to lean into that and figure out what to do. Because complaining isn't a strategy. There are two ways to extend a business. Take inventory of what you're good at and extend out from your skills. Or determine what your customers need and work backward, even if it requires learning new skills. Kindle is an example of working backward. I strongly believe that missionaries make better products. They care more. For a missionary, it's not just about the business. There has to be a business. And the business has to make sense. But that's not why you do it. You do it because you have something meaningful that motivates you. The killer app that got the world ready for appliances was the light bulb. So the light bulb is what wired the world. And they weren't thinking about appliances when they wired the world. They were really thinking about. They weren't putting electricity into the home. They were putting lighting into the home. I don't think that you can invent on behalf of customers unless you're willing to think long term. Because a lot of invention doesn't work. If you're going to invent, it means you're going to experiment. And if you're going to experiment, you're going to fail. And if you're going to fail, you have to think long term. No matter what your mission is, have some notion in your head. Forget the model. Whether it's government or nonprofit or profit, ask yourself the more important question. Is my mission improving the world? Are you sure about it? Seek to disconfirm that all the time. And if you can, change your mission. A life of stasis would be population control, combined with energy rationing. That is the stasis world that you live in if you stay. And even with improvements in efficiency, you'll still have to ration energy. That, to me, doesn't sound like a very exciting civilization for our grandchildren's grandchildren to live in. When you receive criticism from well-meaning people, it pays to ask, are they right? And if they are, you need to adapt what they're doing. If they're not right, if you really have conviction that they're not right, you need to have that long-term willingness to be misunderstood. It's a key part of invention. I strongly believe that missionaries make better products. They care more. For a missionary, it's not just about the business. There has to be a business. And the business has to make sense. But that's not why you do it. You do it because you have something meaningful that motivates you. If everything you do needs to work on a 3-year time horizon, then you're competing against a lot of people. But if you're willing to invest on a 7-year time horizon, you're now competing against a fraction of those people. Just by lengthening the time horizon, you can engage in endeavors that you could never otherwise pursue.